This is episode number 95, muscle loss after 48 hours. Welcome everybody to another episode here in Body and Mind Transformation by Custom Body Fitness. This is your health coach Sandro Torres, and today we're gonna be talking about losing muscle after 48 hours after you finish exercising. And I'm gonna tell you right away now that yes, you start losing muscle after 2 days of your exercise. But these talks focus more about what can you do to stop losing that muscle, or I should say to putting that muscle back, how you can fight this back. You probably haven't seen results because you haven't been consistent with your program, and also progressing within your weightlifting, overloading your muscles. So for you to see results, to tone your body, to make bigger muscles, to become stronger, you need to be consistent and challenge your body to a heavier resistance. So without even more introduction, let's listen to the talk. At CBF, we know that for you to change your body, you need to change your mind. Exercise and eating healthy is only part of the plan. We care about our members as we care about our family, because our members become our family. It is not about competition, but support. It is not about being the strongest or the fastest, but about you defeating your negative self. It is about working together and making the task challenging and have fun. By the end, what matters is not how hard the session was, but that you take control of your mind so you can take control of your body. My name is Sandro Torres, and I'm happy you are part of our family. Welcome to Custom Body Fitness. Welcome everybody to another talk here with you, health coach Sandro Torres. Today we're going to be talking about a couple factors why you're not seeing results if you are going to the gym. These could be the reasons. If you want to get strong muscles, you want to get a toned body, you want to be healthy, and you're not seeing those results even though you're going to the gym, these could be the factors once again. So let's begin by saying that many of us know that for you to tone your body and grow stronger and bigger muscles, you need to challenge your body to a new resistance or a heavier weight. For example, let's talk about your legs. If you're squatting only 20 pounds and you want to get a toner butt and bigger butt, you need to squat more than that. Obviously there is a process in that you just don't go out there and lift heavy weights. You go through a process. Like I said, many of us know there is a process. So first of all, you need to do so many sets, so many repetitions for so many weeks before you can step it up to the next level of weights. For example, from 20 to 30. Then you squat 30 and same process. So many repetitions, so many sets, and then so many weeks, and then you step it up to 40 pounds, and on and on and on and on. You need to challenge your body every single time if you want your body to become stronger. The same with your chest, the same with your biceps, triceps, any big muscle group that you want to get toned. Now, I recommend that you work out your whole body. Now, if you don't do that, it's going to be difficult for you to tone your body and have strong muscles. It's just like the calluses that you get in your hands for using the weights or the shovel. If you start using the shovel in the beginning or the weights, your hands hurt, and when they hurt, you even break the skin. And the reason why you're breaking the skin is because your hands don't have a strong, a solid skin for you to be able to hold that. Now, as you continue doing that and the time passes, you start growing calluses, and that's for you to be able to do that shoveling or do those weights without you hurting. The same happens with your body. If you want to tone your body and get stronger muscles, you need to challenge your body to become stronger. And that's the way you do it, by lifting heavier weights every time. And not only that, at the same time they lifting heavier weights, you need to be consistent for your body to get toned and also get stronger. If you're not consistent on your weightlifting, then you're gonna start losing what you work for. So the body works that way, this way. If you go exercise today, it takes around 48 hours before you start losing your muscle mass. And in that 48 hours, if you stop coming for a whole week, then for that week that you work out, you lose that week and that week, because they start 48 hours. Yeah, you don't lose your whole muscle that you work for that week and that moment, but you start losing it. And if you stop coming for a week, then it's like starting over again. When you exercise, what you do is small microscopic muscle tears, and you're injuring your body. That's what you do, and you're making it strong. Just like you injure your hands for them to grow calluses, you're doing the same to your body. You injuring it. After you work out, now the healing process begins. And the way it works is it start healing the body, especially when you are sleeping. All the nutrients, especially the protein, like everybody talks about, comes and heals those muscles. And once it heals it stronger, toner, and bigger. So that's what you're doing when you're exercising. And once again, if you stop exercising for a whole week, that you work for, the body start getting rid of. So now your muscles are becoming weaker again. The second thing is consistency. Yep. Consistency is something that you need to do. Is something that you need to do every time. For example, for weightlifting, you need to be consistent on coming and training, not only when you feel like it, not only when you have the strength, not only when you're motivated, not only when you're not sick, not only whenever. You need to be consistent to your program. If you're not consistent, then, like I mentioned before, you start losing your muscle mass. And the reason is because we have something against us, which is the aging process. Like I mentioned, when we start losing that muscle, it's because we start aging. The only way to fight that is by exercising. So, for example, if you take a week off, if you exercise for a week and then take a week off, you lose everything you work for. If you exercise a week or 2 weeks and then you stop coming for a month, you lose everything you work for. So if you want to see those results, if you come 1 week, you want to be consistent in your second week. If you come 1 month, you want to be consistent in your second month. If you come a whole year, you want to be consistent in your second year. And remember, when I'm talking about consistency, not only is about you coming and exercise, it's about you challenging your body and increasing and lifting heavier weights as your body allows you to do that. So don't take long breaks. Yeah, of course, you need a couple resting days here and there, depending of the program that you have. There is so many programs out there. You can work lower body 1 day, lower body 1 day, upper body the other day, lower body the other day, and then upper body again, and then you take 2 days off. You can work 2 muscles each day and then take 2 or 3 days off. Your body needs to rest. Or you can do a whole body workout for 3 days or 4 days and take the rest of the days off, because you need, once again, your body needs to heal, needs to recuperate. But then next week you need to go back and do it again for you to start getting those benefits. If you take long breaks, then you start losing what you work for. And now, if that's probably why you think you're going to the gym a couple weeks and then they stop going, and then because whatever, because you have problems, because you got busy, because you don't have the time, because whatever reason, doesn't matter. Your excuses are not going to give you results. Sorry for breaking for you, but that's the reality. What is going to give you results? It's the effort that you put into the gym, into your weightlifting. It's super important that you know that you need to be constant no matter what happened in your life. Otherwise, you start losing that muscle mass. For example, I know how difficult it is. I take 2 weeks out of a year of not exercising, only 2 weeks at the whole year. Because when I take those 2 weeks and I come back and try the way that I live and try my routine, it's difficult for me. It takes me around 2 weeks before I can lift the weights that I used to lift before I took those weeks off. If I do that often, if I've been taking weeks of my training very often, then I won't have the results that I got. It will be very difficult for me to get that. And that's an example right there. So when I mean that you need to be consistent the whole year, think about the days that you're really gonna miss because of emergencies, or actually because you want to take a break, but it should be limited. This should be a habit, should be part of your life, and it should be something that you should be constant to it. So to conclude, just want to let you know there's two things that you have to keep in mind when you go to the gym and get real results, and that could be what you are missing. One, challenge your body to a more difficult resistance. Lift heavier weights according as your body allows you to. Don't go back to lift the easier resistant weights you were lifting before, because your goal is to get stronger, to have toner muscles, and to have a healthy body. Now, the second thing is be consistent with it. Besides you increasing your weightlifting as your body allows you to do that, don't miss days on your workout, especially if you're missing weeks, because then you're not moving forward, you stand stuck, or you're losing the muscle that you already gained. And the last thing is stay disciplined. Being in shape is not for sissies. Growing old is not for sissies. For you women, if you're toning your body, it's not for sissies. This is for people who are really, really committed to tone their bodies. This is for people who really want to put the effort, and they're really going to be consistent. They really are going to be disciplined. This is not easy to do, but it's rewarding. So I recommend it. So that's it for today. Hope you like this talk, and more than anything, that this information is useful for you to be able to apply in your life and get the results that you want. Thank you so much for continue following me, and I'll be tuning in the next talk. Talk to you next. So there you have it, everybody. Let's conclude here that yes, you start losing muscle after 48 hours after you finish exercising. It's important that you fight this if you want to tone your body and become strong and have big muscles. You want to fight this. There is no other way around, and the way to do it is by you being consistent with your exercise. Don't miss weeks, don't miss days, don't miss months, because then you lose everything you work for. Be consistent with that, with your program, and also be consistent with your weightlifting, with overloading the muscles, with your periodization, with increasing your resistance. Make your resistance heavier every time your body allows you to do it. That's the only way you're gonna make those muscles stronger and tone your body and stay young. So there you have it. Hope you like this conversation, and please Share it with people who needs to listen to this. And always my message is for you to stay mentally and physically healthy and close to God. Hope you like it, and I will be tuning in the next episode.